Rock bottle on the track, boy.
Alright, so this is going to be EEPROMs, IC chips, and flat packs, and kind of the difference between them. So we'll start off with the, I guess, simpler to me to recognize, which is going to be your IC chips. So they come in all kinds of shapes, sizes, and colors. In order for it to be an IC chip, it has to have at least 6 legs. That's 3 legs on each side, and as you can see, this one has 4 on both sides. But as you can see, there's a big difference in the newer ones. I got dog hair everywhere. And the older ones, there's a big size difference here. You know, one's twice the width of the other. The old ones are bigger. The newer ones are getting smaller and thinner and smaller as your you know, everything gets better and better. So the color doesn't really make much of a difference. This is a yellow one. It's got 6 legs. It's 3 on both sides. Again, this is a lot bigger than, or thicker than your newer style. As you can see, it's about half and half. This one's got a bunch of legs. You can see it running down both sides. This is a big one. It's got a bunch of legs. So there's all kinds of different sizes of them you can find, and it just depends on what you're going in as to what you'll find in different items. But this is your IC chips. Now I've had people ask what's the difference between an IC chip and an EEPROM. I believe it's EEPROM, excuse me. So as you can see, basically looks the same. Looks just like an IC chip. Only difference is when you look at the top, there's normally a sticker over the top. And if there's a sticker up there, you want to remove that sticker and check, because if there's a glass window, that changes how good it is. So EEPROMs are worth more than standard IC chips. I don't know how well you can see in these. Apparently I can't hold on to anything. But here's the windows. So you're going to find one of two things inside these windows. It's either going to be silver or it's going to be gold in there. So around the outside edge, you see all that silver. Both of them are silver. So your EEPROMs are either silver or gold on the inside, and looking in that window tells you. They are normally heavier. They're an older chip. You don't run across, you know, much of it in new. And most of the time, these are sitting in a socket on the board. So you can run a screwdriver right underneath it and twist, and it'll peel right up out of that socket and pull right out without any, you know, real fuss. These, most of the time you got to run a razor blade or a screwdriver or a knife down the side a couple times to cut through those, and then you can raise it up and wiggle it back and forth or twist it off the board if you want, or run a razor blade down both sides and take it off. Some of your smaller ones like these you can grab with a pair of pliers and twist it back and forth just a little bit, and you'll feel it loosen, and as it loosens you can twist it more, and eventually those legs will break right off. And you can take it right off of there without having to run a razor blade down it or whatever. But here's some of your different IC chips. Different sizes, different shapes, different colors. This is just, these two EEPROMs are basically the same. Looks like this one might be kind of brown and that one's black. But these come in different sizes and shapes too. And most of the time they're pretty big. You don't really run across an EEPROM that's this size. They're gonna have some size to them, and they've got a pretty good amount of weight to them too. You know, you can feel the difference. I mean, even this chip's bigger than the EEPROM, but the EEPROM weighs more than this chip does. So instead of it being plastic, this is normally like ceramic, something like that. So it's a more high dollar chip. So that's two of them, two classifications there. I think we were doing IC chips, EPROMs, and then your IC flat pack is what I call them. So all these are the same. So flat packs, doesn't really matter the size or the shape. Let's see if I can get this little one here. It's all what's important to you. Some people say this one's too small to grab. If there's nothing else on the board but that, I'll probably snatch it off there before I throw it in the shred pile. But as you can see, there's legs all the way around. That's what makes it a flat pack. So your IC chips have legs on two sides, and your flat packs have legs all the way around. See, that one's not even square, it's rectangle, but again, legs all the way around. And see, I cut that side off, but you can still see all the legs. And they normally run, you know, tip to tip all the way around. So that's your flat packs. So you're probably wondering kind of what is the prices on this stuff. I can't even pick that one up. I guess since we're going to throw one more category in here. So these are crystal oscillators. This is not every type that there is, by no means. But all of them are crystal oscillators. So if you would cut the end off of this, you can flip it over and dump it out, and a little silver like platter or chip comes out. That's silver. Same thing for this one. These are basically the same, one's just taller than the other. Same thing for these. There's a silver crystal inside of each one. So these big ones got a little bit of weight to them, but as you can see, there's different sizes, and now they have glass top ones, I believe. They're a little bit more difficult to get off of a board, and they can be pretty tiny. So that's the main chip categories that I look for when I'm going through boards. I don't fool too awful much with the rest of it, but we'll go over some of the rest of it just so y'all know. It may be something that you want to do, so it's not fair for me not to teach it to you, because it might be something that you would like to go after or do something with. There's all kinds of different places that buy a bunch of that other stuff. Alright, so let's go down here. Hardware, whole systems. Let's see, CPU and chips category. Alright, so this is your flat pack here. So we'll turn this up. And I don't think we're going to find everything. This is a flat pack, no gold tab. This is not what I was just showing you. But that is a category they have. That's $2 a pound. IC chips, no Dallas switches. So, with that said, I had a question in a video, it was probably 3 or 4 videos ago, saying something about Dallas switches, and I'm still going to try to get one to show it to you. If I can find it on here, I'll pull it up. But this is an IC chip. It's got to have 3 legs on 2 sides to be considered an IC chip, okay? Let's turn you up just a little bit more. So 3 legs here, 3 legs here. You could cut it off, it's still an IC chip. Alright, if it was that short. But it may have, some of them have 2 legs on one side, 3 on the other. Some of them may have 2 legs on both sides. Doesn't fall in the classification. It may have 15 legs down each side. Normally the legs match. If it's 10 on one side, it's 10 on the other, that kind of thing, but not always. But this is a picture of an IC chip that was not ripped off a board. This is basically what they look like new. So IC chip no Dallas switches, they are $8 a pound, and these things will add up pretty fast. So I don't pull it off of computer boards, but I'll pull it off of other boards like these right here. Quite often, as big as they are, the old glass TVs, the old vacuum tube TVs. You know, you can find a couple of those on the board in the bottom. Let's see. So you got flat pack gold tab, that's $15. Let's see what else they got listed here. And this may be the category for these flat packs. I don't know. I'd have to check and see. You have to check with them and see, but I mean, those are flat packs. They are. But I don't know if they're considered the same category as these flat packs. Let's look through, see what else we got. So hardware, you get your tantalums from the other video. Mixed wire, hard drive punch, power supply. I don't remember if Board Sort has these listed or not, so you can just look through with me. This is mainly CPUs, RAM, this is mainly computer boards, so yeah, I don't see them. But I know there is some places that you can sell IC chips online. You can look for refiners because there's gold in them. Your EPROMs, you can sell those to refiners online. And the last time I checked, and I'm sorry, my computer's acting up, it's jerking all over the place. Let's say let's see if we get anything. Yeah, a lot of 5 rare EPROMs, 60 bucks, and you can probably see on here that's gold. That's not the silver ones. 45 for $75. So I mean, you can sell these online. People really just get them to refine them. So if you got like 40 or 50, you can drop a lot on there. And there's a lot of 15 for 30 bucks. A lot of 25 for $55. So some of these are trying to get 20 bucks for 10, so about $2 a piece seems to be about it. But so your EPROMs you see here, let's pull this up. So normally you're going to see them and they're going to have some type of sticker over them, and you have to scratch that or peel that sticker off to see that window inside. So you'll peel that sticker off, you'll see that glass window, and you can look in and see if it's silver or gold. I'm not sure what they think they're selling here. They're selling these at $1,000. So it's a little crazy. It ought to be a whole lot of them. This board right here, this is normally what the sockets that you find your EPROMs in. So normally they just set right in that. The legs go right straight in. You stick a screwdriver under and pop it up. This is just regular IC chips, but they are also in sockets. You can pop them right up. You don't have to fight with these, you know, where it's soldered to the board to cut them off. You can just grab them and pull them right out. Normally a flathead screwdriver, you can just stick it up underneath the side and pull up, and it'll pull it right out the board. This right here, we're talking about the DLPs. So this is kind of what they're talking about. Basically it would be one of these with this on it, is my understanding. I still might be wrong. Let's see what else. IC chips, no Dallas. Yeah, the no Dallas switches. So that's gonna be the IC chip without switches on top. Which one we're on? Right here. I think this is your Dallas switches, and they don't want you to confuse that with the IC chip and think it can go in the same. But these do have silver contacts in them for each switch. Let's see. Crystal oscillators. Let's look those up and see what we can find. Let's see, OS C LLATOR. Alright, a lot of crystal oscillators for sale. There you go, here's lots of them. So 448 for 200 bucks, 265 for 49. And there's some people out there you can talk to and ask. It's 49 for 8 bucks. There's not a whole lot of silver in them, so I mean they don't have a really high value. 48 for 13 bucks. 1,000 for 200 bucks. But you can post this stuff online and sell them, or find you a refiner. I mean, these look like they're mainly new, but a lot of the refiners go online and you look for a bag of them, and they'll purchase the bag and then they'll refine the silver out of it. See, crystal oscillators for silver recovery. So there's videos where people have refined it and showed how to do it. Crystal oscillators to me don't seem to be worth it, but if it's worth it to somebody else, I'll gladly sell it to them. So a lot of this stuff is just typing it in, looking it up, figuring out who does what. There's a lot of refiners on YouTube that you can check with on this stuff, and they'll tell you, you know, I pay such and such amount per pound. So you just got to weigh it out and ship it to them, and when they get it, they'll send you the money or whatever. And most of them on YouTube are pretty good people, so you don't have to worry about them scamming you, as opposed to, you know, put it on eBay or something, you don't know who's buying it when they're paying all kinds of weird stuff. I tend to like to work with the people that I know. But yeah, so hope that helps. That gives you IC chips, EPROMs, flat packs, and crystal oscillators. So that's 4 of the main components that I look for when I'm taking stuff apart to recycle it. You'll have to check the pay, see if it's worth it to you, see how much it takes. You know, I mean, it adds up kind of fast, and again, it's something you can do while you're watching TV, depopulating stuff off of a circuit board. So, you know, it's always good to make money while you're sitting around relaxing. Hope everybody's having a good one, and we'll see you next time.